So in the next couple of videos, we are going to actually go ahead and create an authentication system. Alright, so you need to know MySQL and PDL and a little bit Bootstrap would help. Again, probably HTML and CSS. Alright, so just go ahead and follow along with me and enjoy.
So this is just a simple video to let you know that actually the files that we are going to be using is going to be in the resources for this video. Okay, just check it out so you can get going with this course, because we are going to be using a Bootstrap code that I designed myself before this course. Alright, and finally, just look up the file resources and you will find all the HTML files. Okay, and keep going.
So now we can just go ahead and start with our own project. And before that, I want to introduce the design for you, because we're not going to create everything from scratch. Already the design and these stuff, like I already did them for you, so you can just take them and start coding our own backend right away. So we have like 3 files down over here. I actually have them in the htdocs. Just go ahead and create a folder inside the htdocs, or yeah, you can actually take them right away, but we are going to create a folder and we are going to put this inside this folder auth-system. Alright, so basically we have like an includes file, and this like has our own header and our own footer file. So basically, instead of just going and including like writing this whole thing on every page that we have, because of course we need these links down here, because this is like Bootstrap stuff we should be including, so our design will work just fine. So instead of writing all of these things over and over and over again, I actually went ahead and put them in a header, and we are going to be including this header at every file that we're working with. Right, and of course created a file down here. So if we look at the index.php, you can see that we now have the header and we have the footer down here. We require this file, so this file, the design inside it should work just fine. Alright, and if we look to login.php, you can see that it's a simple page down here. We have the header, of course, and we have the footer, and it has just one form down here, so we can process our own login backend. Right, and we also have the register.php file. Alright, down here, and of course we have like some kind of form that will do the register for us, and it has like a couple of inputs, and it has a button down over here, right, and it has this link, so the user, if he doesn't actually have an account, he can go ahead, if he has an account, you can go ahead and log in right away. Right, so basically after we go ahead and write localhost auth-system or any other name that you want to write, can go ahead and go to the login.php, and you will find this page. The page looks like this. So basically, if we go to like index, you can see that our page only has like the word hello. It's just like, this is like only what we have for now, right? We have it right here, hello from index, and if we refresh this, you can see that it says hello from index. So basically everything is working, everything is great, the design looks fine. Okay, nothing is broken. So now we need to take care of our own config file, and the config file is basically the basis of every project. Alright, so we need to like connect to our database. We need to set some credentials so we can connect to our own database, and we can start working with our own project. So if we go ahead now and create config.php, right, and if we go ahead and set our own credentials, PHP, maybe the first thing that we need to we need to do is host is equal to almost always local host, and the second thing is the DB name, which is, oh, we did not create it, we did not create just yet. So if we go like auth dash system, and if we go with the next one, it's going to be like the username. So if we actually go user is equal to, and my user name is root, okay, it's almost always root, and for the password, which is the last thing, we can go root is equal to, and my password is nothing. Okay, this might be different for you, and this is the password for PHP MyAdmin, and this is the username for PHP MyAdmin. So now we have our own 4 credentials. We can go ahead and just connect to our own database, and we need to create a folder. So we need to create a variable for this, which is just connection. Alright, so we can like take an instantiation or an object from the PDO class. Alright, and this is the PDO that we're going to be using to connect to our own database. Okay, it's a technology inside PHP. It's already built in for us. And we can go, well, first of all, we need the kind or the type of database that we are working with, and we're working with MySQL, of course, and colon, and now we need the host, which is the second thing. Right, host is equal to our own variable up there, and we're gonna end this with like a semicolon, and after that we need like the DB name, which is equal to the DB name, and we need the semicolon, and now we can get out of this and write our own, and we get our own our own second parameter, which is user, and the third parameter for this is going to be pass. Alright, so I'm guessing that will work just fine. If we go ahead now, and if we just test this, do a little test, we're going to see if connection is equal to true, and that means that our connection to the database is working. We are going to echo out working, it's working fine, else echo out connection is wrong, error. And if we save all of this, and let's go ahead and test this out, we're going to go right away config.php, and if we go ahead, you can see that down here it says unknown database auth system at line 17, and that's of course because we did not like create our own database. And if you go to PHP MyAdmin that we already installed inside, and it of course comes inside our own exam. Okay, it comes integrated with exam. Just go ahead, localhost /php myadmin /index.php, and we can go ahead now and create our own database. So we can actually go down here and create, and this is how we create our own database. It's extremely easy. Now if you go down here and refresh this, you can see it's working fine. If you don't see it, here it is. So the database connection is working perfectly. Right, so I'm guessing that that's it for this video. Might be short, I don't know. It's not that short, but in the next one we're gonna go ahead and start with the registration page. And until this time, see you.